Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Joe Kuski and thanks a lot for watching my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and you'll be able to watch some pretty cool videos that I come up with in the future on different types of awesome software tools. So today is a really cool software tool that I use that helps me get more people on my Facebook profile. It's taken me such a long time to get a bunch of people on my profile. I've spent probably 6 weeks to get up to 5,000. So I removed all the people. I kept about 1,800 people on my profile. I started all over again. And so I want to show you this awesome tool and what I use, how I use it, and it's got some messaging in it and everything like that. So don't forget to watch. This is really great, and I'll tell you what it is shortly here in a little bit. But let's get started and let me show you how it works. Let me share my profile real quick here, or get into my profile. So here's my profile right here, and you want to go over here. And this is the small little shortcut thing. It's a Chrome extension, and we're going to go in here, and I call it a Chrome extension, but I call it a Chrome extension software. So we're going to go in here, and what's really cool is it's got a password as well too, and not too many Chrome extensions that I know have passwords. Also, this one here has a chat support. It's got not just a developer, a software developer, but there's actually software engineers that support this Chrome extension as well. So also you can join the official support group when you purchase this software as well. So it's really cool, and it's powered by Tier 5. So, and I'm a Tier 5 partner, and this is what it's really meant for me, is to use this software. So let's log in here. And so now when you're on your profile, but let's say you were not on your profile, let's say you were right here somewhere else, and stuff like that, you can actually go in here. When you do it, it's going to tell you that, oops, you're on a wrong page or something like this. But the first thing what we're going to do is I want to go in and delete pending friend request right there. That's what I want to do. So let's go over here to my profile and show you my profile, and I'm going to actually remove pending friend requests. What these requests are actually people that I've sent a request to and that's still pending, and it's probably people that I've sent out maybe over a week ago and they haven't responded. So the first thing I'm going to do is just say delete all, or yes. It's not just going to delete them. What it's going to do is it's actually going to start deleting the people that I've sent friend requests to. And then if I wanted to, I could just walk away and leave right here, which is pretty cool. So if you had something else to do, you can actually go over to your profile and start doing other things, and you can actually do that while these requests are being removed off of here. And look, it goes really fast. Like there's already been 8 of them removed, and so you could just like leave, go to bed, do something else. That's why I always say, you know, this is an automated software that's really great, and I love using it. So if you wanted to stop this, all you have to do is hit this button right there, and it stops it. And so if you wanted to see where there were a bunch of people who you sent to and hadn't accepted your friend request, I'll show you shortly in a few minutes how to do that. So now let's go in and let's start doing some automation where we can actually start sending some friend requests to people. Now, I like to do is we'll go right here, and the first thing we're going to go is here's people you may know. These are people that Facebook recommends that you can be a friend with, and there's a whole bunch of different people in here. So yeah, I could sit here and hit add, or I could click this and hit add, you know, and stuff like that. But these guys, there's only 2, 3, 4 mutual friends, and I want to make sure that I have a lot more mutual friends with these people, because maybe they don't do the same type of online, you know, entrepreneur work that I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to Friend Connector, And actually, whoops, I made a mistake there. I'm going to go down here and see all. And then what we're going to do is go over here to the Chrome extension. And now we're going to go in and start friend requests and a whole bunch of people. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is there's a lookup intervals. You could go from 15 to 18 seconds all the way to 15 minutes. I would highly recommend that you use like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes based on what you're doing here on Friend Connector. But the first thing that I would actually do is I'm going to show you, I'll go 3 minutes. Now, I'm not going to actually sit there and show you this video every 3 minutes that I'm going to connect with people and stuff. But what we're going to do is I'm going to change this to 15 to 18 seconds. And normally I would recommend that not to exceed 300 people in a 24-hour period. This is the number of requests. And you could actually go limited or infinite here, meaning that you could just keep going on and on and on, or a limit of 300 people. But for today's purposes, I'm going to show you is I'm going to go 15 to 18 seconds, and I'm only going to request 10 people. Now, this is really cool because this is greater than or equal to mutual friends. So right now, I would actually like to be able to connect with mutual friends of about 50 friends that I have or more. Okay. And group messages here, we'll talk about that shortly. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually run this and see it's already bypassing and is going beyond, and it's look at, here's 57. So I'm going to connect with this person, or hopefully she'll accept my friend request, and it's only going to hit 50 or more. So if you guys see, it bypassed all these people because they had less than 50 or less than 49. So like this guy, Richard Kelly, he has actually got Blake Newbar and 50 other mutual friends. So if it was 49 plus this one, it's 50. And so that's what it's doing. It's bypassing. So I don't have to sit there and continue moving on and looking at this. I could actually go to bed, or I could go work on something else that I'm working on. Now, here's what's really cool. Every 15 to 18 seconds, it's going to send a request. But here's what's really cool. You could look right here at the Chrome extension, and it's actually got showing that I've got 3 requests that I've already requested, which is really cool. And so as it moves on, it continues on. The other thing that's really cool is down here in the bottom left, it says Friend Connector started and running. Your script has been started. Do not refresh this page, because anything you do on this page now, it's what you're doing is you're doing something different to the software. The software is looking at something different. So now we've got 5 people that we've sent a request to. And if I wanted to, I could come over here and open up another page or do something, go work on my Facebook profiles, some other things. I could go in here and do other things other than send friend requests. I wouldn't recommend doing that at all. So here we are. We're sitting here. We come back, and let's say I put 300 on there. And I go, hey, how many more people have I requested? Well, there's 6 people right there. So now there's 7, and we only got 3 more to send friend requests to. Now it's going to bypass all these people here, because all these people only have 1 mutual, 2, 3, 4, 17. I'd like to connect with more people that have the type of business that I'm doing that's going to have more mutual friends than me. So that's how it actually works. There's actually 8 here now, and we're going to hit 2 more. And if I wanted to, and I said, hey, I want to stop, I could come over here and hit stop, but it's going to stop on its own. It's going to stop at 9 is where it's at. It's going to stop at 10. So it's running. You could go work on something else. You could actually get up and go to bed. As long as your computer's awake and not gone to sleep on a setting, then it's going to work all night for you. So if you can see this right here, right down here, it's stopped. It's at 10, and it actually stopped. There's nobody down here in the bottom left-hand corner, and now we've stopped. And if you go back and look at all the friend requests it's sent. So you imagine if you put in 300 right here, and it would go, and you could go do something else, and it's going to connect with all those people. And I would not do 300. I would probably do 3 minutes at 300. So if you multiply that, it'll tell you how much time it'll take to do all 300. But Facebook does not recognize you doing it really fast. Facebook doesn't want you to do a whole bunch of things really fast because Facebook's algorithms may slow you down or shut you down. So you have to be careful. You don't want this to look like a bot. Even though it's automation, you want it to look exactly like how it's working. So, alrighty, so let's move on here and let's continue. All right. Okay, so now let's move on and let's go on to something else. So now I'm going to go back to my profile here. And then as you are submitting friend requests, you're going to see, like I have 3,112 people right here. So now what you're going to do, you can actually look right up here and see if anybody has accepted your friend request, and we'll be looking at that shortly here. Okay, so now the next thing is that why don't we go, so there's one way right there to connect with friends. Now let me show you something that's really cool. I have a friend, his name is Jason Lysifer, and I'm going to go over here to his list. Now here's Jason here. We're going to go to his friends list. Okay, and if you can see here, I have a bunch of friends, mutual friends with Jason as well. But if you wanted to, you could actually go here to recently added. And now there's a bunch of people that Jason has that I don't have. And let's say I know that Jason's got some pretty cool friends that are with in his list. I can actually go in here. I could click on this, and what I'm going to do, again, I would recommend 3 minutes or more when you're connecting with this awesome software. And you could go limited. And I would hit, 300, or he's got 52 here, so you would do 50, but for these purposes, I'm only going to do 10. And I actually want to go 15 to 18 seconds. And so I'm going to hit run right here. And if you see down in the bottom left-hand corner, it's running again. And so what we're going to do is we're going to let this run. And look, it's going to start connecting with all these people, and it's got numbers in here now. If you guys see this, and I'll explain why those numbers pop up, okay? And what it is that actually it's numbering system that it numbers with how many people I'm connecting with, because if I wanted to come back and continue on later on, I know what number I was on, and that's what that's for. But I'll show you shortly what that means and how that works. So now we've connected with 2 people and sent friend requests. We haven't actually connected with them yet. What we've done is we've actually submitted a friend request to them, and I can actually leave now, get up, walk away, go eat dinner, go work on something else, go to bed, and let the software run, and it's going to really run awesome, and it's going to be pretty cool. So now the thing that we can do is, if I wanted to, I could just stop it, and it's going to stop right here. It says friend connector stopped, and it stopped. We've got 3 people that we sent a request to, and you can see that right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So there has been 2 ways now. I'm going to show you all 3 ways how to connect with friends, and then a 4th way that's going to be really awesome. So you could connect with friends based on Facebook and what their suggestion is. You could go into a friends list and connect with people that you're a friend with. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go into what I do is I go in and connect with people on groups. So let's go into a group that is got a bunch of people, that a group that you belong to. Here's one here, Blake Newbar's group, and we're going to go in here and look at how many members that he has in here. And he's got 7,109 members in here, and I belong to this group. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect with a bunch of people in here, and I'm going to show you two different ways how to connect. So right here, what we're going to do is 15 to 18 seconds, only 10, but normally I would do 3 minutes with 300. Okay, and now this is what's really cool, you guys. You can go in here and type in keywords, and the keywords would be like this one here: affiliate marketer at entrepreneur, self-employed, San Diego, California. If you wanted to connect with people like in any different state, if in a country and they have it down in here, you could connect with those people. If you wanted to connect with entrepreneurs, self-employed. Now, self-employed, let me show you something. Now, here's one that is very different. If you go self-employed, now keep in mind, if you misspell the word, it's going to look for that misspelled word. And there you go. There's a keyword. But here's a secret that I have. I know that there's a lot of people that go self-employed, but they do a hyphen. If you notice, I put a hyphen right here. Okay. And then you could actually go like, you know how a lot of people go CEO? They might put founder. And so what Friend Connector, what this software is going to do, it's going to look for people that are self-employed, how it's spelled, CEO here. Like it said, San Diego, California, marketer, entrepreneur, different things like that. Look at on this one here, Florida. You know, you can, an admin, let's say you were looking for admins. And if you wanted to remove one, you just hit the little X right there. So what I do, and I love to do it all the time, I go in and I don't use keywords because I'm targeting everybody in this group that I'd like to friend with. And these people are awesome people. This group's an awesome group. So I'm going to go for training purposes in this video to show you guys how to do it 15 to 18 seconds. And a number of requests is only 10. And what I'm going to do is just hit run. And it's going to run. Here it is, my little sign down here at the bottom left-hand corner. Now, if you guys can see, it started off where it's me at the very beginning. It shows number 1, and it's got all these numbers down here. So you imagine if I had changed it to 3 minutes and 300. And so I left for 2-3 hours, and I came back and I wanted to see, like, where is it that I'm from, you know, where I'm at, how many people I've targeted, how many people I've gone into with this and stuff like that. And what I'm doing is I could go back now. So, and I'll show you in just a few minutes. Let's let it run. How many people have we requested? Is 2 people we've sent a friend request to. And I'm going to show you something that's really cool and how this works by sending messaging to these people and a friend request at the same time. And I really love this software. Friend Connector is my specialty. I love this software. It's really cool. And I actually use it about 2 to 3 times a week. And I love doing demos on it. And I set up a membership for it as well, too. So let's go and see how many we've requested. We've sent 4 requests so far. And we're looking to see, and if you look, right here, here's all the people that I've sent friend requests to already. So we're at 5, and we just need 5 more. And so we're just going to keep going on here, and we're just going to see how it numbers, how many people. And so let's say that we're going to stop here at, I've sent 6 requests, and we're going to stop it right here. And I've ended up at number 17. Okay, see how I've ended up number 17 right here? So let me show you an option in here. You imagine if you were at like number 257. Okay, what I do is I go up here. I'm still going to do 15 to 18 seconds for the training purposes. I'm going to go limited 10, no keywords. But what I'm going to do is resume last search, and I want to say yes. And what happens is this pops up, and I'm going to put number 17 right there. So you imagine if you were at like number 258, and you wanted to go in and stop it and do something, or maybe you wanted to change something or whatever, and you looked at that red number right here and it was 258, all you have to do is go in there and put 259, and it wouldn't be number 16 like this one, it'd be the next one, 17, and then all you have to do is go in here and hit run, and it starts right back. It doesn't go all the way to the very beginning and start over and start looking at it. At everybody. It will not, members with things in common, it will not connect those people with you. You'd have to just click those. So how hard is that? Now, if you get a little pop-up like this is nothing, because does this person know you? Well, my question is does that person know you or not? Probably not. That's why you're trying to add them as a friend. And look at it, just goes away on its own. I didn't have to click on anything. And all that is Facebook just saying, hey, make sure you connect with people that you may know or something. Well, yeah, I'm in the same group as all these people, and I want to connect with these people. So that's all I'm doing. So for these purposes right here, I'm going to stop this, but it's showing you guys really a quick demo on how it works, because I want to move on and show you some really more cool stuff. So let's stop right here. So now what we're going to do, we're going to show you guys how to connect with people. And this time what I'm going to do is we're going to do some messaging. And I cleared out all my message groups and everything so I could show you guys how to do this. So if you see these little red buttons up here, there's different ways. Here's Friend Connector right here. And this is the awesome tool I'm using every day. And there's called Message Segments, Message Groups. I could change my password here and I could log out right here. But I never really log out. I always stay logged in. The only time that it would end up, you would end up logging out is if you ended up like rebooting your computer and changing your, clearing all your cookies and stuff, it's going to have you log back in. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up some message segments. And let me show you, I did some pre-setup, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So a message segment is a message that you would normally send out to somebody. So I'm going to hit add right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to title it a greeting. Okay. So a greeting would be like, hey, John, or hey, Mary, or something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to go, hey, and I'm going to hit a space and I'm going to hit first name. And now because Facebook knows everybody that's in here, like this one here is going to say, hey, Johnny, hey, Vicky, hey, Jason. That's what this is going to do. And I'm going to hit an add. And now we're not just going to do one, but we're going to create about 4 of them. So here's this one, and it's, how about hello and first name? And we're going to add this one. We're going to create another one. How about just hi? So think about it when you are actually messaging somebody. This is an automation, but also it's real because it's really you doing this. We're going to add to this one. And then how about one more, like, how about hey there? How about that? And then we're going to hit a space and then the name. And so there is your greeting. Okay. And then now we're going to hit save message segment. So now we have a greeting. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to add a intro. Now this one here is going to be a general intro. This is what I call a general intro. So remember when we were requesting people as friends based on Facebook's suggestion, that's what we're going to do, is we're going to create some here. So I already have some already pre-written up, because if I were to type them, we would be here for hours, which is... So this one here is, I sent you a friend request and I look forward to connecting with you. Okay, I'm not going to put the name here because I'm going to go ahead. I remember I showed you in the greeting, I already did. And then I just hit an add. And you can do that. So we're going to create another one here. And this one here, I'm looking over here at my other screen. And I'm doing a copy because I pre-wrote those for the demo purposes. Otherwise, we'd be here another 10-15 minutes me typing. I like to connect with like-minded people like yourself, so I sent you a friend request, and we're going to hit an add. And then here's another one. We're going to do 4 of them since we did 4 different intros. We're going to do 4 greetings. We're going to do 4 intros. Facebook suggested you are someone I may know, so I sent you a friend request. How about that one? And then the last one here. Now you could continue going on, and you can actually, the more you build, the more you actually you build out, the more different the algorithms are going to change up and everything. So here's one here. It says, I'm looking to connect with online entrepreneurs, so I sent you a friend request. So we're going to hit that add. And now we've added 4 of them, and we're going to save that message segment. So now what's really cool is I'm going to show you guys one more that's really kind of cool that I like to do. We're in Freedom Fighters group. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to build one here for a group message Freedom Fighters. How about that? Okay. And so what we're going to do is, we all know who that is and everything. So I'm going to create this message. It says, I see we are in the same group, Freedom Fighters, and I look forward to connecting with you. Okay. And I'm going to add that one. We're going to do 4 of them now. So we know, if you know who the admin to your group that you're in, all you have to do is say, I see that we are in whoever's group that is, that owns that group together, and I would like to connect with you. Then you just add it right there. Okay, we're going to add a 4th one here, and it's similar to it, but it's still a different one that Facebook is going to let you know. Since we are in, and then whoever's group you're in, I wanted to connect with you. And you hit add, and we're going to do one more right here. And this one here is a little bit longer, but that's okay. We are in, and just remember, whoever's group that you're in, I wanted to connect with like-minded people, so I sent you a friend request, and we hit add. So there's 4 more right there. So now we're going to do it. So we have a greeting, a general intro, and then we have a message group for a specific group. And you could actually keep making a whole bunch of different ones here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head back home, and we're going to extend this one out a little bit more, because 15 to 18 seconds, Facebook does not like it when you send that many friend connect requests with messages that fast. So my recommendation when you do that, though, could be like 5, 10, or 15 minutes, and then just leave and go to bed or whatever. So here, we're going to actually do this one for 30 seconds because I'm only going to do a few people here, and we're not going to resume where we left off, or we could. Here's, I resumed at 22, so we're going to hit yes. I'm going to put 22 right here. We're not going to put any keywords in here at all. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the message group. And what we're going to do, let's see here. Did I have, oh, we didn't create a message group. I'm sorry, I apologize. We only created message segments. So what we're going to do is go to message group. Sorry about that, everybody. So we're going to add a message group. So in this one, the title that we're going to do is going to put FF group. Okay. And then we're going to insert and build that message set. So we're going to insert a message segment. Okay. And the message segment is the greeting. Okay. And then remember, the greeting was, hey, first name, hello, first name, hi, first name. And we're going to go to that message segment. And remember, I told you I'm in an actual group, so we're going to put that in there as well. You want to make sure how you put them in, they're specific. And then you hit add, and then you save it. So there's the FF group. This is the group that I'm in. So now we're going to go back home. We're going to go in here. We're going to go 30 seconds. We're going to only send 10 out. We're going to resume yes to 22 because here's the last person I connected with. And then we could put keywords in here, but what we're going to do is not put any keywords. And then we're going to go over here to see how when we created it, here's that message group. So now watch when it runs, and I'm going to show you guys how it takes off and it goes. So now it's started to run right here. It's going to wait 30 seconds. So down here, the bottom left-hand corner, it's showing you that it's running. Okay. It's up here. It hasn't sent yet. It's working its magic. And what it's doing is waiting 30 seconds to send out. And it's going to send out two things. It's going to send out a friend request and a message at the same time. And you don't even have to do anything else from there. Once you set up all your messages and everything. So there's the first one. There it is. Hey, Cody, I see we're in, and whoever's group it is, and I would like to connect with you. How cool is that? And then it's going to continue going on with the next message. And there it is here. There's your friend request. There's this guy right here. It's sent off, and it's going to continue on. And that's how it works, you guys. It's very simple, very cool, and it just keeps moving on and on and on. So we ended up, let's go in there and start it again. I turned it off because I didn't want it to run at 30 seconds and continue running like that. We can run it again. It's going to sit here and it's going to run for 30 seconds and it's going to send a friend request and a message to this guy as well too. And it's really cool. So watch how this runs and it will work. And that's where I kind of draw the line a little bit, where I don't want to send out too many messages at the same time as a friend request, because Facebook is very touchy about doing too many things, and Facebook will think that you're spamming people and stuff like that, and it's not. So here's the message that's going out. It's hello Redondo, and we are in, and it's whoever's group here, and I wanted to connect with like-minded people, so I sent you a friend request. And it will just continue to run and run and run, and it's really cool. So that is what I love about the software, and this is what's really cool about it. So it's going to wait 30 seconds, and it's going to run, and it's going to hit another one as well too. And if it starts running all night long, eventually what happens is all these tabs will end up going away. If they ended up sticking around and staying in there, like you see the last one that just went, it just disappeared as well too. It won't have all these tabs all the way across. It just shuts them all down automatically. And that's what's really cool. I love this software. It's Friend Connector. And if you would like more and know more about it, all you have to do is read down in the comments and everything that I've built. Down there, it tells a little bit more about Friend Connector. There are more different things coming up, but here's another one. Remember, it says, since we are in, whoever's group that you are in, I wanted to connect with you. And there you go. Boom. It sent that request out and that message at the same time. So all these people, when they actually accept my friend request, they're going to see a message there. So how cool is that? So let's go back over here and let's see if there's anything else I could show you guys. There are some other very cool things to do in here. You can remove friends. So there's another one that went out right there, and it just continues on, and there it is. So it's sent out, and it calculated based on how many we sent and everything like that. Now we're just going to stop it. You can stop it right there, and it's done. But it will keep running all night long. And then here's the tabs that sent out those different messages. They're all something different, and they're all picked up in random. Really cool kind of stuff. So I'm really excited about this. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So if you guys want to know more about Friend Connector, because this is what it is, I love this software. It's really cool. I use it like 2 to 3, probably 3 times a week, and it's an awesome tool for my online business, and I love using it. Don't forget, if you read the comments down below, there's a link in there. And if you message me, I've got a special discount. If you tell me that you've watched this on YouTube and you're really interested in trying it out, I have a discount code that I can give you. All you have to do is send me a Facebook message, friend me with me on Facebook, and I'll definitely do that. It's really cool, so that you can send me a message and I'll be able to see that message. And don't forget to subscribe to Joe Cuskey or The Joe Cuskey on YouTube here. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching my demo on Friend Connector. It's really awesome, and we'll see you guys on the next cool video where I have other software tools to show you. Have a great day. See you soon.